the way, if you're wondering, I just stripped my couch because I'm washing covers. The kids are away this weekend. I do this every single second weekend. When the kids are here, people ask me all the time, how do you keep your couch spotless with the kids? But I've mentioned this before, but this IKEA couch, actually the covers come off and you can throw them in the wash. So they're in the wash currently, and that is why they're kind of looking like that. So you probably haven't even noticed, but I thought I would just explain that before I start. I don't know why I felt the need to explain that. I think I'm just a little nervous because, you know, I don't really put myself out there like this very often. So yeah, it's kind of a big step for me. I really wanted to come and talk to you guys and have like a genuine one-on-one kind of field talk with you guys about something that's, you know, happened to me in the last week. And I thought that it could be a real testament to you guys who are kind of in a similar situation and you're kind of feeling like a little bit lost, or you don't really know the purpose of your life or where it's headed or whatever. But this is something that happened to me. I've got a fly in my house and it's super annoying. But anyway, let me stop getting distracted. This is something that happened to me in the last week. It was a huge moment for me and I thought I would just share it with you guys. How are we? I hope you guys are all doing well. I know that it's such a hard time for everybody right now. Originally, I wasn't going to upload a video this week because I just felt like, you know, it just wasn't the right time. And with everything going on right now, I didn't want to be insensitive and just give you guys like random content that wasn't really related. But I really felt like this was put on my heart to share. And I think the message is great. And I think that we could all just use a little bit of encouragement right now, wherever in the world we are. So here I am. So, it's just the craziest thing. Okay, so where do I start? So maybe about like, I don't remember the exact time that I had this vision, but it was definitely before I started dating my ex. So I had this vision of me in a room. I was by myself. It was dark and I was staring outside, or maybe I was just sitting there, I'm not sure. But I was like next to a window, and the window had blinds on it that had the vertical blinds. So not like the plantain shutters, like the really nice white ones. It was like those plasticky, you know, vertical blinds, like from like back in the day. So the moonlight was coming through the window. I was sitting there, I was by myself, and you could see the lines across my face, and they were like kind of, and the shadows were like on the wall behind me. So I had this vision. Didn't really think much of it, but it was very strong in my mind. It was almost like a deja vu, like I'd been there before, but I had no idea what it meant. It wasn't, I'm not sure if it was a dream or if it was just like over at the time. And I was sitting on the couch, I think I was at my sister's place. I was sitting on the couch and the vision came back to me, like, you know, when you just remember something and you're like, why am I remembering this? So the vision of me sitting there by myself with the, you know, the lines on my face and in a dark room, I had no clue what it meant. I looked at my sister and I said, dude, I keep having this vision. I explained it to her and we were both just like, you know, that's kind of random, whatever. We didn't think anything of it. Let's say over like a 7-year span, I've had this kind of image come in my mind like 3 or 4 times. I had zero understanding of it. It made no sense. I'm like, I'm in a marriage, like I'm about to have a child, like there's no way that I'm going to be by myself. Like, why does this vision keep coming up? Fast forward 7 years to where I'm at right now. I moved into this house. It never even crossed my mind, but I was laying in bed the other night. It was about 1 a.m. I had my daughters in the bed with me because they still co-sleep with me. So Zoe was cuddled up on me, and it was just one of those sleepless nights. I just couldn't sleep. And usually, because it's funny because I have the blinds in my room, and usually I will close the blinds completely when I go to sleep, but I think that night I was just really tired and I didn't close them. So they were kind of like a little bit open, and I'd never done that before. I saw the moonlight, like I just looked onto the wall and I saw the lines on the wall. As I looked at my daughters, I saw the lines on them.
Hi guys, welcome to another live. I was just watching. Sorry, I let you guys just watch whatever in the background. I was busy doing something else, but I thought we could watch together this, and I'm not sure if I'm going. Let's see what how this video is gonna turn out. I'm not sure, but I just wanna hang out with you guys, and I hope you guys are doing amazing. It's late at night. It's not even late anyway, but I'm here, so we're gonna make another live. Um, Jumbo, everybody, Jumbo, 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 Jumbo. So for those of you who doesn't know, her name is NIKII. NIKII Thought. She's this Sudanese model. If you don't know NIKII, where have you been? Like, why don't you know NIKII?
Saw the lines on my face. It just kind of reflected, as you know, moonlight would do. This is the image that I kept seeing for years. For 7 years, this is the image that I kept seeing of me being by myself in a room alone. It was dark and the blinds. And it was almost like a full circle moment, because I was like, this is what God was trying to show me. And I get really emotional when I talk about it, because it's like just the craziest thing. In Australia where we live, there's literally roller blinds on every window. It's very common, especially in rental. If you go into a rental, they usually would have roller blinds unless it's like an old house. But this is a brand new house with the first people to live in this house. So it was very odd that they put those vertical blinds into my room. Very old school. They're not easy to use. They're really a hassle to put up and down. It's like nobody would in their right mind would choose to have those blinds over just like a regular roller blind. And if you've seen my house, you've seen that it's very modern. Every single window in this house has roller blinds except for that one master bedroom. I just get emotional thinking about it. That was a very strong, this is where I wanted you, this is where you're meant to be at right now. This is the plans in our life. God has a completely different vision. It'll be completely opposite of your situation, and it won't make sense to you, and you'll question like, God, why are you showing me this? But in the end, it'll all make sense. And it was just one of those moments where I sat there in the middle of the night as I looked at my 2 kids and I said, this all makes perfect sense. This is where I was meant to be. I also interpreted it as like God telling me that, you know, he's got me, you know, which was so comforting. Like, he's got me. This was all part of the plan. And I think that I really needed that at the time, because I was down and I was like, God, like, why am I in this position? Like, I know my heart is too good to have gone through what I went through, you know? It's kind of overcome by like negativity, I'm not gonna lie, because I just didn't understand like why things were happening the way that they were happening. And as somebody who really strongly values like family, and you know, I had such a strong vision for my family, and God showed me that he had another plan for me, and he'd showed me all along, but it didn't make sense to me until actually in it and in the position where I could reflect, that I understood exactly what it meant. So this video is going to be like my Mother's Day video, kind of showing what I did on Mother's Day. And I'm not going to lie, Mother's Day was a very hard day for me, and I knew that putting out this video, I think that I was going to get a lot, you know, maybe you should go back, or maybe you should try and fix things with your ex, and you know, look at the bigger picture, because I get those comments a lot, where people don't trust that the decision that I've made for myself and for my children was in our best interest. I guess I just wanted to say that before you leave a comment telling a woman to go back to a situation that you know absolutely nothing about, ask yourself, do I know enough about this situation to encourage that woman to go back to where she was? Do I know the facts? Do I know enough of her story to encourage her to go back to where she was? Because sometimes things look absolutely beautiful to the outside world, but inside it's rotten. I'm an overthinker by nature. If I am about to leave a situation, trust and believe that I've thought of every reason not to leave that situation. As a woman who is 30 years old, and as a mother to 2 beautiful little girls whose happiness and well-being means absolutely everything to me. I will die over that. If you think that for a split second I did not think of the repercussions of a divorce on these kids, you're absolutely wrong. I've thought about that every day. I thought about that for a very, very long time. But I also thought about the effects of staying as well. Because I look at the situation where I'm at now, and even though I am single, even though I'm by myself, I've never been happier. I've never felt more at peace. I've never felt more joyful. I've never felt more secure or heard, or, all of these things. And that's not to paint a negative picture on my ex at all, because I don't want to come on here and feel like I'm giving you a reason to attack somebody, because at the end of the day, you don't know the facts, you don't know what happened, but all you know is that I feel happier, and I think that should be enough. As women, I think that should be enough of a reason to leave a situation where you don't feel happy. And if anything, I think that choosing yourself and choosing your happiness is something that should be praised more among women. Whether that's leaving that job that you don't feel respected at, whether it's leaving that friendship that you feel, leaving situations that you feel just aren't right for you. I think they should be praised more, and there should be less judgment on them. Yeah, all of that to say, once you see these clips of like me at the house and I don't want anybody to be like, you need to go back there, because I've had a strong vision from God telling me personally that this is where I'm meant to be. And I stand by that 110%. It is not selfish to choose you. It's not selfish at all to choose you. And it's not selfish to choose your happiness. Because in the long run, it'll definitely be worth it. I don't know what the future holds for me. And even though I'm meant to be single in this period right now, I'm not sure how long it's going to last. Could last 3 months. Could last 6 years. Who knows? But I have a comfort in knowing that this is exactly you. And I just want to encourage you to just choose you. Choose yourself. Put yourself first. And it's never selfish to choose your happiness. Ever. And don't let anyone tell you that you're making the wrong decision. If you know what's best for you, that's all you really need. But anyway, I've rambled about this long enough. I'm going to go ahead and...
So you guys, welcome to another video. I was just watching this new video that talked about her in a couple of my videos. I don't know how many exact videos I made about her, but I did talked about her. So what happened, I don't know if you guys watch her, but anyway, she was one of these really beautiful ladies who was very soft spoken, and like her presence, it's very easy to like her because she's just like drama free type of a woman who just sort of minds her own business, and she's so much into, she seems like an introvert, as per saying, because in the videos where she used to have a YouTube channel here where she was filming her family. So they were doing a family channel that was and she was all over the internet, to be honest. Her relationship or whatever she had going on, or her marriage, was like in each and every vlog, in each and every website, promoting the a lot of magazines. This amazingly beautiful couple who had this amazing, that is how we saw it, because that is how it was presented to us on the social media. And we had no idea. I don't know how long they started making these videos, but these videos started from the time their proposal video became viral. And I think from that proposal video, it gave them idea, since so many people reacted to his marriage proposal. So they became a YouTube sensation. They had almost 2 million followers. A lot of women from Kenya were following him. So, guys, the internet, as usual, gives me such a hard time when I start filming. I hate it. I am sorry, But if this video gets in, I think there's just a lot of gadgets that are connected to the internet in this house until sometimes the internet cannot hold up anymore. People are living my life. I hope you stay and listen to me. So anyway, they had an amazing how they portrayed to us. It was such an amazing arrangement. It was beautiful to watch. So nobody, it was acted in such a perfect way on this internet that you could not tell that something was wrong. But as you guys know, based on their YouTube videos and whatnot, before they got with each other, the guy sort of, they broke up because the guy was sort of interested in another woman, another Brazilian woman. So then the guy sort of came back to her and proposed and pursued her and whatnot. And of course, she accepted him back. Something like that. So it's like this is why she's now talking about it now. This is the why are you making this story and stuff like that. So a lot of people had no idea exactly what is the reason why her marriage sort of just abruptly ended, because people were shocked on this YouTube beyond measure, including myself. I was like, there is no way you could tell. I think a lot of people were like insinuating things, but there's no way you could tell something is wrong. I think a couple of their videos, like 3, 4, 5 videos before they call it quits, were a bit off because they were never seen in the same frame whenever they were filming. But other people were like, things are okay, la la la. They're just not filming together and it's normal, maybe. But anyway, you heard her say now on this video, because now they went their separate ways, they are divorced, and sort of, I think, I'm not sure, because people don't know anything that is surrounding their divorce, what caused their divorce. It is almost something that they want to keep private between both of them. They don't talk about the nitty-gritty stuff about their divorce. And they don't also address the fact that what is the reason why if they knew that things were not working, what was the reason why they gave people this kind of videos if they knew that there was nothing, things were not working for such a long time. They didn't come to address that fact. But anyway, they have their reasons, because people cannot just bring everything on this social media. I feel like the lighting in this room is horrible. I feel like the lighting is, what is going on in this room? My lives. Guys, I'm sorry. The lightings are not good. But anyway, I'll keep talking. I don't know. So it means that she said that even had a vision. And in this vision, you heard what she said, that it was almost like God was warning her that if she ever married this man, she's going to be abandoned. This man will end up abandoning her, or things, or just like, not, you know what? I do not know exactly what happened in their marriage. As you can see that they did not bring people in. We only know that the fact that they are divorced, but we don't know what is the basis of the divorce. But as you can hear the way she was talking, it's been quite a month. It's been almost a year since they announced that they are divorcing. So as you can see the way she's talking, it's like she was given a vision about it. But this vision, she kept having this same vision up to 7, up to I don't know how many years into the marriage. She was still having This is one of the things that tells you that when you have visions or dreams, I think we are not supposed to be, because dreams is a way of maybe our creator, or I don't know, is trying to convey a message to us or trying to tell us something, especially when they are occurring again and again and again and again. For me, there was a time I was dreaming nonstop. I kept dreaming nonstop that I had a wallet full of money. Actually, the thing is, I usually had a wallet, and this one wallet, I used to keep money in it, a lot of money. So every time I get paid, I used to keep money inside this wallet. You would find $5,000, you'd find $6,000 in this wallet. So it was like a wallet that I just like kept my money, and then after some time I deposited the money in my account, or I went and changed the money or whatever. Then I kept dreaming again and again and again and again that this wallet, there was a time I dreamt that that I was somewhere in the village, don't know in the village or where, and then somehow this wallet just, my sister was asking me, is this wallet? And I remembered that I had dropped it somewhere. And so now I was running back to go and find this, and to go and get this wallet back before somebody else found it. So in each, a lot of times, same dream keep coming to me. Same dream, I lose, keep coming to me, that I lose this one wallet, right? And that time I had not even decided that I'm going to quit my job, or I had no, I knew that I had a certain time that I'm going to leave the company, but I didn't exactly say that I'm gonna do it in a certain time. So it was almost like I wasn't sure. It's either I was leaving or I wasn't leaving. Like, it's not easy. One day you have to just say, I'm leaving. If you don't say you're leaving, you'll find yourself never leaving. Then after like right now, the redundant started happening. So I'm sure the redundant could have really like, one of that dream was showing me that you're gonna lose your job, or there's gonna be a redundant, or there is a way that this job, coming from this job, is gonna cease. Because the wallet that I keep losing was the wallet that had the money that I was earning from this job. And then what happened now? My company they did more than redundant, and I'm sure that because of this dream was something was telling me that it was gonna happen anyway. Apart from a lot of Kenyans has gotten redundant from my job, and a lot of people, not only like Kenyans, a lot of people from different parts of because of the COVID has happened. So you can imagine, over like last year, 2019, end of 2019, I kept having this dream, and it was not just one time. This dream it kept coming and coming and coming and coming. So I was really afraid, and I kept waking up and I kept asking myself, why do I keep dreaming? And you guys, there is one thing that I know is that this dream was not in vain. I was dreaming it, but it was something that was to come, was in process, right? So see, right now I don't have income. Right now, this wallet, as we speak, it doesn't have as much money as I used to have, right? So you can see that the dream was actually an accurate dream, especially if it keeps coming and coming again and again and again, repetitive, meaning that we have to pay attention. So guys, what are you guys saying on this live? Thank you for joining me. I usually enjoy having you guys on the live. I think people want them back together. People are telling them to go back together, but she told you guys that I don't know. People from the internet obviously don't know the nitty gritty things about these relationships that they are being portrayed to on the internet. She told you guys from her mouth that she wasn't happy in the relationship. So meaning that the entire time that they were filming, they were just filming because of the income. And when I say things like, a lot of people usually come and start bashing me, saying, why you say such a thing? But it is the truth of the matter. Is it not the truth of the matter that YouTube pays? And because they were having so many followers and so many viewers, I'm telling you, I kid you not, they were earning, even annually, they were earning $1 million that they were getting. So it's very easy to become a millionaire on this YouTube. Very, very easy. Depending on what type of views you're getting. Forget subscribers. Subscribers kaliwali, because even me, I have more subscribers than I have views. You can have subscribers, but you can have like 100 views, 1,000 views on your videos. Kaliwali, there you're not making any money. But when you are, it was their main income. So they were doing all this and showing this type of just the sake of, no, we are making money. People are sort of so brainwashed, and they cannot even pick up on they cannot pick up on so many things. So we are just going on with it, and whatever, making money. But of course, she cannot tell people that, because people will say, excuse me, you are just using the platform for making money and you don't care about people, you're lying and la la la. And that could be another controversy altogether. But so even if the people who are telling them to get back together, they are telling them to get back together, but she said that she wasn't happy. And she chose her happiness and I believe she's the one who like sort of I'm not sure, guys. I raised my hand. I'm not sure if she's the one who asked for divorce or he's the one who asked for divorce. I am absolutely not sure, because they have not come out and told people who did what, right? So we have no idea. So that's the reason why. But because she moved out of the house, seems like it has something with her just having enough of whatever was going on. And for a woman, especially an African woman, who really value family and value marriage and value her children and love her children so much, for an African woman to say enough is enough and walk out, there must have been something. There must have been something. So the people who are telling them to get back together, they need to get a life. They need to actually get a life. Same way that these people usually come on my video and say to me, why you always want to talk about and then they tell me, get a life. Okay, I don't have a life. So why are you getting a life trying to watch this video now? I'm not saying the people who are watching me, who are my followers, who are actually listening to my live. I'm talking about the criticizers who are coming here only to criticize me, yet they want to listen to the what is it called? To me reacting to a video. You want to listen to me reacting to a video, or listening to YouTubers reacting to videos of famous YouTubers here. But the minute I open my camera to react, you are coming here to criticize me. So who is fooling who? Who clicked? Huh? I'm minding my own business in my house with this camera of mine in this place making video, right? And then who launched you? Who launched you and told you to click? No, nobody, right? So let's just sort of be here and talk about it, because we're already here anyway. So the people who are told you guys she don't like people to tell them, please get back together. They want her to get back together for their own interracial I relationships. Come here, I want to tell you something. We have some women who are specifically interracial relationship hopefuls. I said it. So these are the ones who are asking her, saying, whoa, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? They don't understand that, yes, it could go wrong. Yes, it could go wrong, and it did go wrong. And she had a right to leave it. If it was not serving her right, she's not getting back there. There are a lot of women in this world who don't go back, who don't vomit and go back to their vomit. She's one of them. She don't want. So stop. If you want, you can go back with him if you want him. Stop telling her to go back with him. So someone is saying, I can't lie, I was very sad to see her go. See her. And I don't know, man. Like, she was going there looking like some, she's already put her. Actually, these people, my friend, I want to tell you something. Some of these men, they will do you bad. Until when you leave them, you will pick up yourself and pick up the pieces. She's even picked up her boobs and made went back to the doctor's knife and made a boob job, and she went there looking like a snack, and she was all that good, looking very, very beautiful. So of course that now this is a whole wife that just like left my hand, right? So I'm not sure, because she said that things have been tough between them, especially the entire divorce was really tough. But they are not this type of messy couple who will come onto YouTube, because I am sure. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you guys hate me for this live that is keep interrupting the boy. Tony Daly, yeah? When the guy packed and left her, again, she was another interracial YouTube couple who are here on YouTube. The guy suddenly just packed and left without a trace. And most of her videos where she was dramatic, crying, and and you can imagine if NIKII was like that, she could have earned a lot of money, right? But she did not film, right? Even today she went there and she told people ahead of time that, I know you guys will see us in the same frame and start saying, oh, let's get back together, let's get back to. Not read body language, because they are busy fantasizing. They cannot read body language. When that Rachel specifically said in one of her latest video, she said that, I don't understand why you guys are asking me so much questions regarding my relationship, yet I gave you a lot of snippets and I gave you a lot of insinuation by so many things I talked about in my videos that could have told you guys that things were not, could have made you guys put things together and known that these are just videos we are making. Things are actually not good between us. And for me, I noticed long time ago, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, about their videos. I noticed the way she was talking, the kind of jokes they were making with each other. It's a joke that you make with somebody that you're not serious with. Or even the way you're talking to them is not the way you are. You're not serious with this person, right? And when I commented something like that, I said, well, I can just see that obviously you guys are having fun with each other, and it's just merely fun, nothing more, just camera and fun. And somebody just commented to me, and obviously people started bashing and started saying, jealous, 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 saying I'm jealous. But like you guys, I love to sing black women being loved. I do. But I do not like to see them being fooled around with. I do not like it, right? Who doesn't like to be loved with whichever man? Whether it is white man, Caucasian, what are they called? Whether it is Indian, Hispanic, black man, what? Who doesn't like to see a woman being treated nicely? Of course, we like to see it. So even when she went to the house, like, things were just awkward, right? It was very emotional, actually. I wouldn't lie. Because I also watched her, because I watched that entire video. And she told people, please do not put it on my comment section telling me, let's go back, let's go back, let's go back. Go back where? There's nowhere to go back to, right? Even though she still feels attached to the house because she is specifically the one who but guys, I don't understand. If these people knew that that things were not good. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to say anything bad. Because why invest in an entire house if you know that you are not going to live until you grow old in that house? Why invest in such a house? I don't understand. I think sometimes people have hope that things will get better. Especially, but if she keeps saying that she kept having a dream, she kept, when I was young, I woke up that I am pregnant, and I did not actually even have intercourse. I don't know how this pregnancy got inside my stomach. Occurrences, hey, who the father of this pregnancy? No, I don't know. Yeah, like it was my worst nightmare, like to get pregnant out of wedlock, repetitive dreams of me being pregnant, not married. What chiniki? And I want to ask you guys, what happens, like, for example, actually, I'm getting out of topic in these videos, but let me see again what. I'm sad that they broke up. It seems marriages are under attack. I started watching them when I was in university. That was around 2012. This social media lady should not influence others. It is very irresponsible of her to encourage people to live on a basis of happiness. There is an agenda. I wish they could get back together. Comparing things in hell, you'll see each other. Cheryl, they cannot get together. That's just your wish. But she said, please don't say that. Don't say that you wish they they don't want them to get, they don't want each other to get together. They just don't want, it doesn't work together. And I don't know, you know, like sometimes we are like, we the people who talk or who react to such videos. We wish we knew better, we knew more to react more, but we don't know what is happening to these people, man. What happened? Like, seriously, what happened? What is the taboo that what is the taboo surrounding this divorce that did not even want to talk about it? What happened, right? That is the question that forever they chose, because you know this is internet. People choose to give you what they want to give you. If they don't want to give you something, they will not give you. So they only chose what they wanted to give us. So we can anymore. So somebody is saying is she's the responsible. You know, the people who actually bank on this type of relationships are the ones who are irresponsible, who are actually irresponsible. But the couple themselves, I don't think they were irresponsible. Them, they were just like doing whatever they wanted to do. So I wish they could. I don't wish. For me, I don't wish they got back together because they were not happy together. So it seems like NIKII is happier when she's not with that guy. Nice to see you. Hey, Ruby. Great chat. Hey, Rose Gold Lightly. So, up saying, I can. Okay, it can be some other spiritual influence that was projected on her, and that's why she had that vision. Especially the breakup was after they visited Thailand. I can tell you that I grew up. Okay. At the Adesanya, before they started dating, she started having this dream. So when, for us, the first videos that we started watching, meaning that even if you can say that somebody's cast a spirit on their relationship, I don't think so. I'm not sure anyway. I cannot tell. But as I told you guys about my vision or my dream about losing money and all that, and it came to pass that now I don't that, or a dream that kept coming again and again and again came true, right? So there are some dreams that actually come true, right? So it had really probably just have nothing to do with somebody projecting it on their marriage or whatnot. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Doesn't have to have anything with spiritual warfare or witchcraft or whatnot. I feel like sometimes it just doesn't work. So you continue saying that you grew up among these Asians, and I can tell you they don't joke with their witchcraft amongst each other. I could not understand why the one was not talking to the other until some of them opened up. Guys, this thing about witchcraft is something that is not a joke, because if the Bible has mentioned it, I believe it's something that is actually happening. you know. So it's like it's I believe the only people who are not there are people who are very ignorant regarding it, and they say, oh, it doesn't happen, or even if it happened, it will not harm me, da, da, da. And there are people, my friend, there are village people who are crazy, right? Who are really crazy. Like recently I was reading something, this article, and it was a very, like, one lady was like writing to seem victorious. She was writing to seem like she's giving a testimony on social media. And this testimony, in this testimony, she was saying that there was a time she had a friend of hers, and this friend of hers sort of took some clothes from her. Don't know, maybe stole, or she took some clothes from her. And these clothes, and these are African people. And I'm not saying where they are coming from, because people will start saying that I'm talking negatively about a certain African country. So I'm just saying it's from Africa. So this, but you know which parts of Africa practice this type of nonsense. So this girl went to take the fellow woman clothes, and then this other fellow woman went to pick up her clothes. So the one who took clothes had children, 3 children. And this other one, her womb was not yet, she was not yet blessed with children. And you know that's a big deal in our community, because women, you have no idea, to have a child, to some women, not even to some, most women African, they have, it's very important. So it's very easy for people to mock you if you don't have a kid in the community by a certain age. So they will specifically mock you, saying you're barren, you're la la la, you're that and you're that, right? Even in this time that we are talking now, people talk about like this, right? So this lady was sort of didn't have children, and her friend had children. But then now one day she went to pick up her clothes, and then they were fighting. So in the midst of fighting, they insulted each other. This one insulted her, for sure she also insulted, because this one was not giving the clothes that she went to demand for. And, probably because they were talking to each other in a way that, sometimes my blood will boil. Somebody's blood will boil if you go there talking badly, right? So they were insulting each other. And then this one decided, oh, I know what I will insult her with. If I tell her about her barrenness, I know it will hurt her to the bone. Because this is a child. Infertility is not something that is small. Infertility is very painful in a woman. It's a very painful thing to go through. So this one who had 3 children felt like it was a good idea to mock she's going through infertility. So she told her something to do with, oh God, you can't even give your husband a child, and la la la, and your womb is closed. No wonder your womb is closed, la la la. And she said something really horrible to this one. So this guy, this friend of hers, started crying and felt really sad. And she will never have pain and tears. And then in the midst of her abuse, this one, the one that she went to pick up her clothes, abusing her, she told her children to go and chase this other woman out of her compound, and the children were throwing stones at her, and then she cursed them. So this lady, the one who was barren, I don't believe barrenness, but what barrenness? The one who had no children yet. She wasn't barren. She didn't just have children yet. Her time was not yet. So she left with crying after cursing to Canada. So the curse and whatever spell that she cast on this woman started working. This woman lost her first child. This woman lost her second child. She had 3 children. This woman lost another one, the last kid. So she went to the church, and she said, it's not normal. I need to go for prayers. So she go to one of these prophets, these churches where they blow on you and you fall down. And then the pastor told her, there is a woman that you insulted and you mocked her for her womb being barren. This woman is the one who's cast a spell on you. You need to go and find this woman, ask for forgiveness, for you to be okay. So I think she had this woman, she knew this woman's Facebook or whatnot. She started contacting this woman who is in Canada now. So she called her very early in the morning when she was still asleep, while this other one was crying. So she told her, listen, I know that I wronged you, and it has been years, years. This happened, whatever happened, their fight was in 2002. That was how many years? A lot of, I know I wronged you, and I know I did this and I did that to you. But are you fine? La la la. Did you get a child? Did you manage to have a child? She said, of course I have a kid. Yeah. But this one was just listening. So she talked and cried on the phone and cried. And then after some time, this woman say, okay, I forgive you. The post that she was writing was like she was very proud of whichever God she's serving. She was saying, do not ever mock someone God did to her now. And all her 3 children, now I have 3 children, I get to rejoice. She get to cry. See my God, oh my God, oh, who is like my God? Abby, this is not God. This is not God. I want to tell you something. What is it called? There is a word I want to use, and I refuse for this word to go away. What is it called? Yeah, this word is disappearing. English, go. The stigma. The stigma that people put on late marriages or childlessness or divorce or even broken marriage or whatnot. The stigma that people put that blames women for the things, these kind of things. This stigma has put a lot of pain in women's hearts, that women would do anything to punish the people who mock them. So it was closed, yes, and I wanted a child so bad, and she laughed at me, she mocked me. So I'm going to cast a spell on her. So, according to your God, which God tell you to curse people who curse you? God said bless them, right? Did God say curse them? No. You pray for them, you bless them. Vengeance belongs to God only. You don't cast a spell on people who, and then do like this when they are suffering. This is not God. So whatever the juju this woman used on her fellow woman for whatever she said about her, that now the juju, and she went and sacrificed her fellow woman children to gain children. Guys, this is not godly. And I read that thing and I was like, hey, people in this life, oh, and I want to tell you, like, these things happen in Africa. It happened. And tomorrow we are going to talk about it further, because there's a video that I want you guys to I want to react on, a video of a lady. And that video is very powerful and I want you to watch. And the village people are crazy. And just know that it happens. Sometimes these spirits of divorce can enter, and that may lead to irritation in the relationship. You could be right. Adinasia, you could be right. I would not say that you're wrong. At this point, anything is possible. NIKII seems that even after she left that man, that is when she started talking about very touchy subjects. That woman never is a Black Lives Matter thing. In her Instagram, she was talking heavily, very spiritual now. But during those days, she put a blunt eyes on everything. It's almost like there is something that was just like, now she was not even paying attention to the outside world, right? She was not talking about things to do with racism, unfair treatment of people of color. She was not shading, and she had a platform. Could be easy. Like sometimes they mentioned here people got racist against her, and sometimes they mention it here and there, but it was not her main focus. You know, she was not focusing on it. Like she, all right. Nowadays, she's a bit more. I feel like I want to put this thing somewhere else. Maybe I need to find a space where the internet will not be as bad. Sorry guys. So now let me read your comments. The video has gone on. I like now that I usually come on live at night so that I can, you know, when everybody is live. So because that time at live, I feel like everyone is asleep now in this house, and the kid, you don't know how many times I've tried to actually film and cannot film because there's a child in this house that you have no idea. She will scream, she will cry, she will, you know. So I don't want it to, sometimes I don't have peace to in the house. So now everyone is sleeping, so it's easier for me to film. To be honest, let's see. Anyone, somebody is saying, I hope the Lord guides her into which way to go and that she stays in peace. And I hope she finds somebody to love her and her children. If that is her heart's desire, I hope she gets somebody who will love her together with her girls. Yeah. And she left. Yes, I think she's the one who left. I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he cheated. Not sure about that because obviously they did not tell us what happened. So you cannot insinuate anything like that. So even me, I avoid insinuating. Nyamera, I love your accent. Who is launching you? Nyatiwa, these people are trying to mess around with me, Bwana. You know how if my Luo accent come into play, you have no idea. You will know that I schooled in Asumbi. Huh? So I don't think he did. He seems to be suffering from this situation they ended. I sort of feel like I honestly feel like the guy did not take it well. That's just my opinion. But the woman also did not take it well because who would have thought that, you know, she was not everybody feels have an like not everybody sits down and think that one day they're gonna be single parents. Like for me, you guys, for me, I'm comfortable. If I want to be single parent, I can be a single mother by choice, and nobody in this internet is going to tell me nothing. If it's my choice that I feel like I don't have a husband, but I want to have a baby, none of you will criticize me about my choice, right? It is my womb. God is the one who decides to give me a baby. If I pursue having a baby on my own, if single motherhood is what I want for myself, like there are people who probably don't even want to get married. But if she desires to get married, it's good for her. If it happened to her, go ahead. But there are some ladies who just want to find a nice boy or a nice guy to be co-parenting with, you know? Like you can just have somebody and say, hey, how are you? How are you? What about, you know? Can you do, you know, something, you know? I'm not saying, guys, there is IUI, there's artificial insemination out here. I'm not saying that now I'm just going to be having sex for the sake of having a baby. No, there's IUI, there's IUI, the ICI, there's intracervical insemination, a lot. So long as you find somebody who is nice and good looking and you want his seed and you want to have a child, excuse me, why not? Like, I'm that open. So even if it happens and somebody, and please, let none of you tell me, do not do it, get married. Who told you I want to get married? Who told you that is my desire? Tell me who told you. So if somebody have something, people are adults out here. If they want to do something with their lives and they think that that is what is going to make them happy, or even if I choose to adopt a kid, right? If I choose I want to be an adoptive parent, I can do that. I don't have to specifically just you don't there's very different family dynamics nowadays, right? That's just how I feel, guys. And I don't want anybody to put trauma, like to put stigmatize something like this, you know. Like men always realize that they have lost it all after the damage is done. Narcissist men out to destroy life, and these thirsty women can project the negative energy, wanting that someone else have. Seems dangerous to put private life out there. Yes, I totally understand why some people don't rock or show their spouses. People are on the evil eyes. I believe that 100%. One more, Latoya Forever and Adam. Yes, I talked about that in my last video. Last two videos, I think. Yeah, that was sad too. No, oh, of Tony Daly, I understand, because when the man went to some Brazilian after 20 years of marriage, he does not need to come back. He can stay away, for I don't take him back. Like, that guy was with that woman since she was a teenager, right? After 20 years, he moves on. But let me tell you something. Men always change their change. Sometimes a woman decides to get married and then says, okay, this lady did not want kids a lot at all. There are ladies who just don't want to give birth ever. They don't want children, okay? So Tony didn't want to have kids. And you know, guys sometimes wakes up and says, I want to have a kid. So if you don't want to give me one, I'm gonna find somebody who will give me one. Easy. So there's people sometimes, when this is exactly what happened to NIKII and Freddie. They were in a relationship and things were perfect, right? And NIKII said, I don't want to have kids. But after some time, the man changed his mind. Like sometimes they just wake up and say, Kalas, I want a kid, right? And if you don't want, still, because they give you time to change your mind. So even Tony Daly didn't want a kid, and for her, she's still stuck with that. She just don't want a kid. She don't want a kid at all. So that guy went and found another woman who wanted to give him a child, and obviously that woman gave him a child. Right? Is now pregnant or something. Yeah, a Brazilian person. But just the way she left, the way he left, the way he just packed and left. The other day they were making, it's very funny, you guys. The things you see on this YouTube, seriously, it's very funny. Like sometimes, you just sit and you're watching families and you say, nice family, how beautiful, how wonderful. And there's a lot of them here on YouTube who will bring their family here, and then things don't go right, they will not even talk about it. But Tony Daly is so open. She's like, guys, he left me. He packed and left. That is her. The way she will just come here, and a lot of people will criticize her, but she will just say whatever. If she feels like she wants to, I like her vlogging style. I wish I can be so confident to an extent. I'm just like vlogging, like it's very normal for me. Even when I go to Kenya, I don't know how I'm gonna be vlogging, guys, because people look at you very funny when you pick up a camera and start like talking to yourself on the camera. And even now when I'm still vlogging, I don't feel very 100% confident. So I don't even know how I'm gonna do it in Kenya. But for them, it just comes so naturally to them, right? Life is not perfect. Somebody, why also have two kids? Why also, who's saying? So sad. I think I passed some of the thing. Okay, somebody is saying, Esther is saying, so sad to hear NIKII says, hi, Jenny. My heart still breaks for those two. I still cannot believe over Kenya living in Melbourne. I heard her saying hi, and he did not even reply. I think maybe because he didn't know that she was gonna vlog. For me also, I felt a bit teary. I felt a bit teary looking at the boys, the girls, especially when the little one was telling her, Mommy, happy Mother's Day, and she just, this is, children are beautiful, guys. Children are just beautiful. They're so innocent. They have no idea. She just kept repeating, Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. Happy Mother's Day, Mommy. And that put tears on my eyes. Somehow, I don't know why. Life is not perfect. You buy a house knowing you will have up and downs in the relationship, but love will prevail, especially with kids. Yeah, they have to find a way to co-parent. I think it's now working for them, because she said it was a bit difficult before, but now it's working for them. They cannot talk about it because it's spiritual. Okay, I get it. Osewe, angio ninjalu. I believe she's a good woman and a wife, to be precise. Demi was okay to her, to be her husband, but he loves life to the fullest. Out with friends, she might have ignored the vision as a bait. And I don't know, man. I don't know. At this time, we just talk about what we saw, but it's for sure not known what happened. Talking about God is not really a brand, right? If you do it, nobody wants to watch you. Bring that video tomorrow. We will be waiting. Yeah, about these village people, tomorrow I'm bringing you guys a video that I want to react on. Nowadays I just sort of try to bring you guys this reaction video, so that you know, the videos that sort of stir up a conversation that makes me feel like I want to talk to you guys about it. Internet keeps stopping. Yes, I know, and I'm really sorry about that. For a lot of influencers, they don't like talking about anything controversial for fear of losing followers and sponsorships. But you guys, you know that the minute I start talking about controversial things, I swear I get so much, so much hate. But with the hate, I also get a lot of followers and obviously revenue. So I get paid. But I started to stop. I don't want to do this kind of controversial, you know, because it's not good for myself mentally, because a lot of people bashing you, it's not good. And I do know, even when I bring such videos like this, for example, I didn't talk about anything negative or controversial. I just reacted on her video, and I'm sure there are still people who will find a reason to start telling me to stop talking about it, because it's sort of none of my business according to them. So yeah, anyway, it is internet. I think women should only accept men. Huh? Women should only accept men. What do you mean accept or accept? I don't know. Accept men who wants to marry them, and make sure he is a God-fearing man that loves marriage and God, because God hates divorce. To choose wisely with God. Guys, even the people in church are crazy. I think God just sort of gives you a man who, guys, even pastors divorce. Eh? Don't you know that there's one called Pastor Chris Oyakilome, the biggest one in Nigeria? He's actually international, but he's a Nigerian Christ Embassy minister. Even him, he divorced. Hey, like even people in church divorce nowadays. I remember when I used to be in church in Kenya, we used to have this youth pastor whom everybody looked up to, my friend. He looked good. He used to be a Luo, tall, dark, and handsome man. Whom you go to church and then you are like, but your eyes are like this. I used to sit try and find a front pew so that I can just look at him while like he's praying. The more when he raises his hands, my hands are on his biceps. What are these things called? These things. Church shenanigans. My friend, I used to like, Jesus. But I was like looking at him, hoping that he looked my way. Huh? So then, he found a woman in church. You know, these women who always like, they are the ones who are holy enough to carry pastor's bags. Huh? This woman with good shapes and brown with good hair and all this. This woman who always pray with a style. Rekana maseda. Inda masataraba. Uraraba siriama. These women. So we used to like this youth pastor. You know, they even have like a little bit of fried hair. You know, they fry their hair and they cut it in a certain way, and they put chemicals in their hair, and then they put a little earring. My friend. Very handsome man, huh? By the way, I have good taste in men, okay? I know what handsome means. So when I say to you that man was handsome, he was handsome. Okay. So this man, I used to always look at him. The minute he started praying, I stopped praying. I'm looking at him. I pray with one eye closed and another one open. My friend, church shenanigans. Sometimes people don't go to church just for the sake of going. You go to church to see the handsome man. Hmm? Jesus did not have a girlfriend. So don't tell me what would Jesus do. He did not have a girlfriend to know. So some of us, we go. Some of people, they go, especially when you're youths. You go to the youth meeting so that it might be your lucky day now. Somebody might be looking. So all ladies used to always like him. But he liked one particular lady, this one who used to carry for the pastor. And the pastor himself used to do what? To connect people. Hey, this pastor, my God. This one pastor, I'm not mentioning him. This pastor used to go to Miss World Kenya contest. And then he used to be a judge on the swimming costume session. He used to be the judge, and he's the main pastor of the big church in Kenya. So he used to sit there and like women catwalk, and then he was a judge based on looking at these women with swimming costume. That is the kind of church I used to go to. He's still a pastor until today. I'm not mentioning that church. So little did you know, my friend, the things that were happening, they ended up getting married because the pastor connected them. This same shenanigan pastor connected them. And then they got married. The biggest wedding, amazing wedding with tears and all this rubbish. Rubbish, forget it. After the wedding, did they even stay 6 months? Or this woman was being beat in the house like crazy. This man was beating her until the time that she get confiscated. What is this called? Is it what is this, please? I don't know English. What is this word of being chased away from church? Miscommunion. I want to see you guys commenting. Tell me, what is this word? I am waiting. Eh? Becky Anya kwa Julia Ooko. Your dad was my friend back in the days when I was at NIKII Girls Boarding School. Yawa. There is somebody here who is my nini. Ati Becky Anya kwa Julia Owoko. Julia Owoko is which one? The one who used to sleep in church? Julia Osewe, please don't laugh at me, please. Please don't. As in, I'm not laughing in Nini. There's one who there's this Osewe lady who used to sleep in church, used to be in the church, excommunicated. Now you're talking. Yes, she got excommunicated because she was beating her wife. Beating her wife like crazy. So even these people in church, don't come here telling me or find somebody in church. My friend, my brother is a pastor who is preaching in church. But even if you are my best friend, I will not connect you with him because I know him. I know him is my brother. He's my own blood. Well, he's married, but I know him. So I know these church people. These church people are the most emphasis at the people who go church do what? Taha, let me tell you something. These church folks, you don't know. What is the reason I don't go to church nowadays? My friend, a church has a lot of propaganda. Even when you're saying to me, marry somebody from church, forget it. There was this person whom, a friend of mine, who is a lady who is my friend in Kenya. She was telling me, I want to connect you with someone who will marry you, He's a very nice man. He's in church. He's a good man. So I'm like, you connect me. I fly to London. I go New York. I go Canada. I go everywhere the world. Then I come. You connect me in Kenya. Forget it. You're not going to be my connector who is going to give me. And plus, I don't want to be connected. And then someone will keep saying to me, I am the one who made you who you are now. Forget it. I don't want it. So this lady was telling me I will connect you. So my friend, this lady is connecting me, but even her, she have ladies, she has her son, daughters in her house who don't have husbands. So I do not understand why, when she find an eligible bachelor, the first thing that will come into her mind is to think about me here in Dubai, when she herself have daughters who are husbandless. So she called me and I was listening very keenly. So you have a man for me? She said, yes, I have a man for you. What type of a man? She sent me pictures. She said, okay. But so I tell her, give me a little bit of background about this man. He work in Safaricom, Safaricom, what is his post in Safaricom? Does he have his own house? How does he live? I want to know what type of a man is this. Because my friend, I don't want somebody who is coming to sleep in my house now. I don't want a man who will come to sleep on my house and eat in my house. I want somebody who have their own house. When I finish with you, you pack your things and you go. These things of like mwaka enda mwaka rudi. From January to January, I want you to have your holiday home. Sometimes you go and leave me alone so that I can enjoy my own space. I believe, for me, I like my space. You don't want someone there mwaka enda January to January. Go for holiday, go and enjoy yourself. So this person obviously doesn't have, is not having anything going on for him. This lady, actually, he separated with the wife. Then I'm like, huh? Me? You give me someone who separated with the wife? Separated or divorced or what? That is separated. Meaning that man is still legally married. In Kenya, it's a long story. So this lady is connecting me with him. So before, and they keep calling me. She gave this lady's mom my number. Because now she's told the lady that I'm a very hardworking lady. I have built my house in Nairobi. I am helping around. And I am very financially generous. So this woman is very happy she found a daughter-in-law. She keeps calling me and she keeps talking to me. Then one day I told my friend, there's this one lady that I'm friends with, and I'm always telling her all my shenanigans, right? She always the first one to know my shenanigans. Even her, she know herself. She don't tell me her shenanigans as much. But me, I tell her everything. So she one day I called her and I told her, there's this guy that this woman is keep bothering me about this guy. Then she told me, what's his name? Okay, because this lady was in University of Nairobi, so she knows a lot of people. So where did she school? I told her University of Nairobi. Yeah. And then she told me, just give me 2 days. I'm going to investigate him. Jesus, kuja na usivai pat. Yes, come and don't put on tari. I'll tell you something. My friend went and investigated this mother hawker. The mother hawker was something else. I found an article about him. My friend, first of all, called a friend of hers that they used to be in school with, in university with, told her had the name and told her, can you tell me if you know this guy and where does he work? Because we wanted to counter check this if the stories we are being told about him is correct. So yes, this friend of mine was like, go and investigate this man. So the girl that she called knew everything about this man, where he stays, his relationships, everything, because they work together and I think they were friends. Then this lady tells my friend that the reason why, I'm not going to tell you the reason why I'm investigating, but I just want to know because somebody is pressurizing my friend to marry him. And we want to know what is the reason why even they divorced. So the problem, their entire divorce was a big scandal. It was on news, on the newspaper. So this lady in Safaricom sends my friend a link to the story on the newspaper, with his name, with his picture, with their wedding photos and everything. Regarding entire divorce, it was such a big deal, this divorce. So the lady was a choir leader in church, the one who was married to this man. And then this man was like, married her and all that. But the lady had a relationship with the pastor, the church pastor. Excuse me. So one day, the lady, the man's phone and the WhatsApp conversation, the pastor was sending this woman pornography videos, and they were having very intimate talks on WhatsApp together with the pornography. And I want to do this to you, la la. I don't have to emphasize on what this is. So then this guy finds out, because this woman was always in church, 24/7 in church, and the pastor lives in the church compound. So they were having an affair. So then this woman, after this man finds out that she's having an affair, the woman starts saying that the reason why he's having an affair is because the man is not satisfying her. And that the man, that whenever they are intimate, the man don't satisfy her to an extent, like it's like the man, whatever, during the intimate time, the man will only like touch himself to like release himself, but not with the lady. So the lady complained about this. So these kind of things were all in the newspaper, were outside. But this lady was not telling me the history, because even her, I'm sure she knew about this. So the minute she was telling me to meet this guy, and she kept pressurizing me, after getting all these background stories and everything, the reason why they separated and all that, and he has children with this lady and all that, I just can't, I can't get myself into such mess. So then this lady, I told her, you know what? I didn't even tell her the reason why I didn't want to talk. I didn't want them to keep talking to me about this guy. I just told them I don't want it. So give him to somebody else. You have a daughter who doesn't have a husband, so give him to somebody else. So that is how they stopped bothering me. They did not bother me, la la. So that's how they stopped bothering me. So that is why I'm telling you guys that the people who are on me. So anyway, the people who are in church are dangerous. Have been there to forget it. Empress, in the church there is a lot of drama. Internet has refused, guys. I think this live. See you in my next